What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming, and welcome back to my pile of opportunity. Today I've dug out one that I've been really excited about for quite some time. Today we're gonna brush the dust off of this for a second. Jesus. We're gonna take a look at the Bondsmen for the Drowned Earth, which is a incredibly cool game. The rules are available for free. You should absolutely go check them out. There will be more coming on this later, but just for now, foreshadowing, you should check it out. Now, I do not know an enormous amount about the factions of this game. I know a little bit about the backstory, but not an enormous amount. I haven't super deep dove it yet. I have read the rules, but it's been a while. I chose this one mainly because of this guy. This kind of lizard man with a sword, and then secondly, because of this gorilla who reminded me of Winston from Overwatch. And then back here we've got some kind of basic information about things. This, of course, being as I mentioned a moment ago, the faction starter set for the Bondsmen. 5 highly detailed, multi-part metal miniatures. So be aware of that. These are metal. Let's get into this box. Okay, so packing peanuts. I don't have anything against these in terms of like their ability to keep something safe. They're fine, but they are... I don't love them in terms of just more styrofoam use, but that's beside the point. Everything looks to be in good order, and I like that things come in their own bags. So there's our gorilla. There looks like one of the kind of tribesman dudes. Another one of the humans. A human, and our lizard man. Now, luckily, our gorilla is mostly one piece. Let's look at him first because I like him. So we've got, he's only got 3 extra pieces. That's his axe handle and the head to his axe. So pretty basic there. A little bit closer and get a better look at him. Really solid detail on this guy. Great pose, great kind of dynamic pose with a lot of expression on the face. Full on gorilla rage. Love that. Little bit of flashing to clean up, but overall, that's a really crisp metal model. I like to paint metal. I really do. I don't like putting metal together, at least not big models. So I'm really glad that this big boy is pretty much a single piece, because to piece this torso together, you'd probably have to use pins, and that's within my ability, but not within my desire. Each one comes with its appropriate size base that it should be on, and this is a situation where I am grateful for a slotted base, especially on these bigger models. It just gives you so much extra stability in the model and helps to keep it all together. So I am grateful. I think that this is a good choice on the part of the designer to use slotted. Next, I got him sorted. I think he's barking at people across the street who are minding their own business. Here's our lizard. Now he's got a few more pieces. It looks... I think that's a torso. It looks like a lot of them have recess points and nubbins to help them fit together a little bit more securely. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a pretty clean fit. I don't think these are going to be too bad. Definitely going to be making use of some catalyst, the spray bottle that makes super glue dry instantly, because I don't want baking soda all over these, crusted up, and I don't want to sit and try to hold them in place, because that is nerve-wracking and I don't love it. The sword is very cool. Let's see if we can get here. It's got kind of this smoke effect coming off of it that looks very much like traditional Japanese tattooing kind of wind swirls Cloud swirls. Really, really like that. And then we got our tail. Some little spiky nubbins on the bottom. Again, a nice kind of peg to help give you a slightly better attachment point. That's a very good. We're then into our human parts of the League of Bondsmen. So we got nice looking accent. Even, you know, nothing's even really bent. Like, I don't know the last time I saw a metal model where something wasn't bent all to snot back. But even like the axe handle here, which is not a very thick piece of metal, as well as the arm here, and those are all pretty straight and clean. I like that the fingers have a fair amount of deviation to them. It's not just kind of like default hands. Yeah, it's sculpted. Good. Most of the body in one piece. You got this head, this big. Oh no, that's just the ponytail. Correction. That is all ponytail. Love it. Here we have another one of our human bondsmen. Again, I like that these are packaged like one model per baggie, because I've gotten metal kits before and it's just all the metal thrown into a bag with no real rhyme or reason as to what goes to what, and that is a colossal just pain. Like, it makes you not even want to use the models. So it's got a pretty cool gun piece. Yeah, that's her arm. Yes, that's whatever she's holding. I think it's a gun. Kind of a little iron halo looking thing. Liberty spikes. And then these would almost fit really well into a post-apocalyptic game. Something like who wrote that? God, who wrote that book? Who wrote Reality's Edge? Not Hutchinson. McGuire. Joe McGuire's books. This is not a test. That's the post-apocalyptic one. It could go on something like that, or 5 Clicks from The Shelter. Nordic Weasel also has a game that's a post-apocalyptic game that uses their, you know, 5 parsecs, 5 Borderlands type system. But these are great. These are going to be versatile. I'm going to be able to get good use out of these in numerous things, and that's always a plus for me when it comes to new models and things of that sort. We've got one more of our human bondsmen. And he's just great sculpts, man. Good detail on the face. He reminds me, and that's probably how I'm going to paint. Oh god, I can't remember his name. Shame on me for not being able to remember his name. He was in Horizon Zero Dawn, the actor. He died recently, and he was amazing. He was also on The Wire. Lieutenant Daniels. I can't remember his name. Anyways, kind of reminds me of him a little bit. Great detail, great pose. He's got an axe. He's got his ponytail, or her ponytail. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. Doesn't matter. Has a ponytail and their firearm. And lastly, we have the cards that I just threw about willy-nilly. Find the... Alright, Isaiah, be smarter than the plastic. There we go. I love opening these things after I've looked at the models and then seeing what their names are. So we got Lemosk, Gersla, Fancane, or Fancagni. I think Fancane. This would be French. It would be a French word. So like it would be like the A-G-N-E in champagne. So Fancane, Alaya or Alea, Jorah. Good name. Tactical Advance, so we got some kind of ability cards, unit cards, things like that. The cards are a matte finish, which I like especially for recording purposes because that means they don't cast a gnarly reflection. And they are thick, sturdy cardstock, about the consistency of a good playing card. Not quite. Maybe they're paper, maybe there's some type of plastic coating on them to dull them down. But quality, I'm still going to throw them in a sleeve because that's just the thing to do in my opinion. They are front and back, so clear sleeves are recommended. And that, my friends, is the Bondsmen Faction Starter. Now, something that I just noticed about the design of this box that I think is very clever, that it just made me think that I was crazy as first. The box is designed so that you can look at the front and the back with just a flip. You don't have, it's like I was flipping it and then trying to flip and then figure out why I couldn't read it. It's designed to flip within the hands to be read front and back. And I think that's maybe the first time I've ever seen that on a box design like this. Oh my goodness, he is not happy. Anyways, that's going to do it for this delve into the pile of opportunity. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out with me for a few minutes while I open some new toys. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server. Talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.